All right, so as the title of the video states, this is your free short shifter mod for a 1991 through 1999 Nissan Sentra. It's also going to cover the 1991 through 1996 Infiniti G20 P10. It's also going to go ahead and cover the 1999 through 2002 Infiniti G20 as well. So B13, B14, P10, P11, this is going to work, all right, because they're all pretty much exactly the same shifter. So things you want to know. Again, you're going to need a couple of things to make this mod work, but I just wanted to show you a couple differences in shifter styles. So on the very left here, we have an aftermarket shifter. Now, I don't know what brand this is. This came off of a car that I parted out. It was a P11, but this one has a adjustable fulcrum pivot point. So when you move this fulcrum up and down, you can adjust the throw of the shifter based on the pivot point of the ball. So easy concept, has a little lock skirt right there, a little lock nut. Easy peasy. I guess this is the adjustment for it. Has a Nismo shift knob, but I never really used this unless I wanted to hit my knuckles right into my stereo. But to one. Two, this is my favorite short shifter. Not the B&M, not any other one. This right here is my favorite one for aftermarket short shifters. The B&M is a great short shifter, but the problem with the B&M is after a period of use, they do rattle. It does make noise. And I hate that about the B&M short shifters. I love the B&M short knob because it's nicely weighted. Excuse my allergies, but it is a great short shifter, but no better than the TWM. This one right here is super quality. It's really well made. All the little parts are really well made. And I bought this one brand new, actually quite some time ago, and it's still in fantastic shape. It has a spherical bushing here on the inside. So, I mean, it rotates so well. You can replace these bushings on the inside, the part numbers on the outside. This one is fantastic shape. I mean, again, I've used it forever and it's great, but there's one I like more than this one. And again, this one, you can't move the fulcrum point. It's set, it's perfect. It really is, because it does follow the line of the OEM one really well. So you have really great placement of the shifter when you're shifting. And the throws are spot on. But my favorite short shifter is the OEM shifter. This is my favorite short shifter. Why? Because it's an OEM part and it's free. It's a free mod. It doesn't get any better than free. There's not much you can do that's free on our cars, but when you can get a free mod that's actually a performance mod, that's actually gonna make your shifts better, your shifts are gonna be shorter. I mean, why not? So this mod right here, how do you do it? Well, we're gonna go through that. But as you can see how well the TWM follows the position and angle of the OEM shifter. It's also extended a little bit so that it's in really almost the same position, but it's a little bit shorter. You can tell here at the top, if they were right next to each other, you can clearly see that the TWM is a little bit shorter, but nonetheless, this one's free. I believe this was, when I bought it, $200 from TWM, and it took forever to get here because I believe they were in Canada. So what you do is, and I'll show you in the next portion of this video exactly how to do it, and the best way to do it is definitely on a bench vise. But what you want is to definitely move this fulcrum point, this fulcrum ball right here. You want to shove it all the way up to this angle right here, right till it stops. So you can definitely slide it up and it'll move all the way up to this point right here. I'm sure there are other ways to move this, but believe it or not, this is on there pretty dang snug. So the best way I found to do it is to just put it on a bench vise, put something under it, clamp under it like this, and then usually what I'll do is I'll grab it from this side. Usually what I'll do is I'll put a bolt on the top I'll put a long nut on the top. It's almost like an adjustment nut, and I'll hammer down on that. It'll be the thread pitch of the shift knob, of course. But why I hammer that down on that, it's because I'd rather hammer down on that than damage these threads and hammer down on this. But next step, making this go here, and then we can go ahead and get it installed in the P10. What's up, guys? So first off, Happy New Year. Second, hello Sergio. Hello AJ.
Asadu.
All right, so this is gonna be the first video of 2020. So it's a cold day here in La Puente. I've been under the weather for what, a week and a half now or something like that. So sorry if I haven't been posting anything, but I told you guys we're gonna have some content going. So the first thing we're gonna do here is, as I showed you guys in the previous video, the different versions of a short shifter for B13, B14, B15, P10, and P11. B15 is a little different when it goes into 2002 and beyond. That's all cable shift, so that's a whole different world of options for the Spec V guys and the 1.8 and all that other junk, whatever. But so we're gonna be doing the short shifter mod on Sergio's now reclaimed P11, which is my old P11. All my motor stuff, everything came out, all my suspension work came out. I left a couple of things in there for Sergio, but he reclaimed it, so it's repurposed, so it's now his daily.
Insert Uncle Grandpa.
Damn, mailman, right in the middle of my speech. So the one thing that I did take out was my TWM short shifter, but the one thing that Sergio wants back is that short shifter field in it. So we're gonna do the short shifter mod. I'm gonna show you guys how to go ahead and go through with it with AJ's help while Sergio works on his neighbor's car here. What is that?
It's a fancy Camry. Ooh. It's a Camry with a Lexus badge.
Oh,
putting 2 ways on it.
Oh, so this is a Sentra with an infinity badge on it.
EC, that says Nissan Sentra with leather.
With leather. So, well, the first step is to definitely take out this shifter. So the first thing we got to do is take off some of this covering. So we'll take this little center console off. I'll take you through the bottom and remove the stuff that's down there, but forgive Sergio's mess. But it's not too hard. I'll show you guys exactly how it comes out from the bottom. But up here, for the most part, I just have to take the shift knob out. Let's take his little carbon fiber doodad off. It's probably like the hardest part of the whole thing. And then I'll go ahead and remove this. This may look different than yours. This is a full JDM console with the cup holder. I mean, with the penny change holder thing, whatever. So there's two bolts here that are, two nuts here that are gonna have to get removed. There's one right here in this corner and one right there in that corner over there. Those two need to be removed, so we'll do that and then again move on to the bottom side. All right, guys, let's see if I can show you guys that. All right. So we're a little upside down here, but as you can see, get some light in there. Sure, that's well enough. As you can see right there, I pretty much took the bolt off that holds the shifter onto the linkage. I was able to take this, so I took the spring off first. That gave me enough space to move the shifter a little bit. Then took this front nut off. Then I took the one that holds the linkage to the shifter itself. Now I'm going to take this other nut off. There's another nut off that comes off right here in the front. Once this comes apart, I should be able to take it off from the top, which is actually a little metal cover that holds the linkage into place. And then there's two little metal ring clips that I'll show you at the top, on the top side, that need to be removed as well. And then this whole thing will actually be able to be pulled through the top, and we'll be able to start working on it.
Quality tools.
Yeah.
Quality parts, quality tools, quality builds.
All right, all right, so we're all free here.
Back to the top?
Yeah. Start at the top. Take that plastic.
Watch your kneecaps.
Oh, this has dimple dive reinforcement. Oh, we slacking.
So this is the little cover he's talking about. 2 10s on the top, 2 12s on the bottom, and pop off. Oh, look.
I forgot there's a passenger door.
I forgot there's a passenger door and a 4-door?
Yeah, so now you can take this cover off. Bam. So this comes off all as one piece. There's 2 bolts on the bottom that
Those were
also
the 12s
hold,
you just took off.
yeah, and they'll hold the shifter bushing. These are the 2 covers that were being held on right into the actual stabilizer bar.
Right there.
So right there. And then let's see how fun it is to take this
Shouldn't be too hard. I'll put it in.
out of the hole.
In here, I put it in, I should say.
There's a specific angle this comes out. See how it has like a square angle to it? This is gonna be fun to figure out because there's not much space.
One eternity later.
Haha! Look at that. So from here, there's this OEM cover to it, like this. This comes down. And then there are 2 metal clips. So there's a clip right here on the top side that holds this piece together.
Too close.
Oh, and then so this is a little metal C-clip here. And there's a metal C-clip on the bottom. So we'll take those apart and then we'll get full access to this fulcrum point. So let's go to that AJ. See, there you go, perfect. So really what you want to do is take a small flathead. There's this C-clip here. When I push it, there's a little groove in it right here. Bam, there's a little groove in it on this side.
Easy.
Easy peasy. So that one comes out. Oh. So pretty much just falls apart once you take one side
That's not
out.
broken?
No, it comes in 2 pieces.
So these are the little 2 clips?
Yep.
Hold this thing around the ball?
Yeah. So that goes around the fulcrum ball. We'll re-grease it so it's nice and smooth. Something you should always do.
Oh, we got to transfer that to the short shifter?
No, this actually is going to be the short shifter. So, what I usually do, I mean this one's not very stable, but we'll put it on the floor in a second, is I'll take these rubber pads off because you need something super solid. You're going to want to get to this so that the fulcrum is the only thing being pinned down. See how like the full neck of it is on there now? It's got nowhere to go. It's got nowhere to go but up. So we've pretty much isolated the fulcrum at that point. So that's all that's there at the top. So the neck of it is thin enough to where it's at the bottom. So what you want to do here is, like I had showed you guys before. So like I had showed you in the last one, see how the fulcrum point is way up there? So what we want is to move this fulcrum all the way to the neck of it. Okay, so it'll be closer to where the TWM fulcrum point is. So that'll be your free short shifter, my guys. Free is free. So I have this spare Nismo shift knob. You don't want to bang on the top of this. You don't want to damage the threads on it. So I just had this spare crappy old Nismo shift knob. We can bang on the top of this, I don't mind. It'll take more than a couple whacks of a freaking big time hammer to hit it. Yeah, to get it to this thing to move. They're on there pretty good.
What are you, drunk?
Oh, it's all that Duff beer now. Alright, so let's get this off of here. Let's get this on here. Looks like he had a little piece of wood to keep it stable. H. Yes. So, trick is, don't hurt yourself.
Round 2. Fight! Ah, there he goes.
Haha! That's what
We had to have that background. Oi.
So, I'm pretty much gonna move it up until it hits the neck of it. That's it. Pretty much jams itself right into the corner there. There you go.
And what's it look like compared to the actual
So we moved it up quite a bit. So I'm comparing it to, see how we pretty much have it right by pushing it up to the neck of it. We have it pretty much where the TWM would have it.
Sauce.
Center to center. So that's it. That's your short shifter mod. You don't want to go past this because then what you're gonna end up doing, this is it's a straight hole inside going into the curved part. You're gonna break this going that way, and then guess what, it's not gonna be solid on here anymore. You're gonna have to start over with another shifter. But trial and error, if you can get a second one of these, it should be the same shifter, 91 through 94 B13, B14 95 through 99, B15 2.0 SE, 2000 and 2001, P10, P11, same shifter. So this mod works for all those cars. So if you want to spend $200 on a fancy TWM, that's fine. It worked great for me. It's cool. My B13 actually has this mod. I've enjoyed this mod much more than many of the other mods because free mods are good mods. So now back in the car it goes. First, let's put this thing back and pretend that it's solid right here.
You gotta get your gains, bro.
I know, dude. Gotta get my strength back after being sick for so long.
Got that gonosyphilitis.
The good thing is you can only get it once. Oh, so reassembly.
You're stepping on the clip.
Am I? Oh, perfect. All right, so reassembly. I'm just gonna grease this up with some synthetic grease. Don't worry, I'll spread it with the caps. There you go. Uh-oh, where's the other piece, AJ? Ah, here we go.
No say.
Here we go.
Now putting these clips on, are they a pain in the ass?
Not too bad. Once you get one in, it pretty much holds the place of it. So that one's already in. So once you put one in, it pretty much holds the place for you to just do the other one pretty easily.
Sauce. You know what they say? If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah.
Can we do this on BMW?
No, unfortunately not. So it's all nice and greased. So it should be, now it's just a process of putting it back into the car in the reversed order. There you go, you got your cover back on it.
Do you want to grease these bottom bushings down here?
Yeah,
well?
And then the cool thing is like Matt Feigl has like this, Matt Feigl sells these Delrin replacements if you ever need replacements for this. But I think a lot of times those replacements are more so for like a lot of the people in the East Coast that have a lot of damage under their cars.
Rust.
And rust.
We don't know what that is here.
What is that here in California?
Unless your name's Tyler.
Yeah, that guy knows about rust. So we're gonna put this back in reverse order, get those bolts back in, and then we'll let Sergio play with it when he's done. All right, so I'm done at the bottom. Everything got assembled down there. AJ, you got the two 10s that were up here.
Yes, sir.
While I was down there, everything went back together. So this is neutral. So that's fourth, third. Oh, that's way shorter.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look
Surprised
how
I never did this to my P11.
Used to be like way down here. Oh yeah, this is so nice. Yeah, so this is a fantastic mod. I had Sergio go through the gears as well. He can tell how short this is. I'm not gonna give you an exact percentage, of course. If you move the fulcrum past its point, like I said, you'll damage the fulcrum, and then you'll be having to do this all over again. But I thought you couldn't take this shit, Naba.
No, that's Sergio's.
Oh, okay.
Your
okay, yeah.
Your canal.
So this is gonna be the beater one. So I actually used to have a Nismo GT like knob, and that came with a little sleeve and a bolt on top that would protect the threads from us damaging them too. So, but this is probably like the fourth or fifth one I've done, but every time works like a glove. So stop spending your money on B&Ms, and well, spend your money any way you want, but you want the same action with OEM parts. Just do this mod, you won't regret it. Like this is nice.
You can't stop playing with the shaft.
Hey, I'm going to. At least I'm not trying to shift it up and down like Sergio does. Yeah, that's cool. All right, guys. So that's the short shifter mod. We'll let Sergio drive it for a couple weeks. We'll tell you what his impressions are in a couple weeks, and then that's pretty much it. Enjoy this how-to, and like and subscribe,
and hit the notification bell.
Yeah, we'll put it up here somewhere, and
it goes to your Gmail.
Oh yeah,
and you know when we upload videos,
yeah,
or when Juan will.
Yeah, you don't want us coming knocking at your door.
No,
mainly asking for handouts.
Yeah,
we can't afford any more mods.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
What's our Instagram?
Cool. Oh man, it's like a Trek episode all over again.
1 eternity later. Like us on Instagram.
All right, guys. Peace.
Deuces. That's gonna be in the video, bro.